Now we are going to start again. Some technical problem was there, so I resolved the issue. Okay. Now we are again going to discuss about how to write a review paper. Okay. So we were discussing about the abstract, how to write abstract. So I told you that it should contain approximately 200 to 300 words. First, you have to remember this thing. It not go beyond the 300 words, and it should not be below that 200 words. Okay, I got your point, Prem Jyoti. Uh, I will try. Okay. Now, next point is it includes a summary of the review question, the primary study reviewed, and conclusions of the study. Note that you should not cite your references in the abstract. Okay, abstract will be of a part in a review paper that will not contain any citation. You will not cite in a abstract part. Okay. Now, in the introduction part, you will write the topic of the study, which serves the identification sentences. It should indicate what the article contained. Okay. Clearly outline the order in which every subtopic will be discussed to give the reader background information needed to understand the section in the article. Okay. Now next point is body, how we will write the body part of the abstract. This includes the subtopics that you are addressing. Now the last part will be a conclusion. It should briefly state your rationale for your review and the purpose of the article. Okay. Literature cited, use a standardized, use MLA style. Okay. So now I am going to tell you how you will download papers, how you will search your paper. Okay. So you can open a new tab. Okay. You will put here Google Scholar, right? Google Scholar. So now you will open your Google Scholar page, and you can search any type of paper from any area, like prebiotics. Okay, you will get all the papers which have been published from 2020 to last. Okay, you are seeing here about 8,130 papers have been published in the field of prebiotics. Okay, so you can search from here, and you can also search from year wise, since 2019, since 2016. You can put here custom range from 2020 to 2017. Okay, you will get the data of between this time period. Okay, so but you try to search the paper of recent years, like 2020. Okay, so I am going to open the paper that has a title, impact of probiotics and prebiotics on food texture. You will click here. Okay, this is your paper. You can read that paper and you can download it. If you are not able to download, you may go for the SCI hub. Okay, you can note down SCI hub. This is the site. You can use this site for downloading any paper that is not a open access. Okay, so in any paper you will get the DOI address. You have to copy it from your paper. Okay, I have copied it and I will put it here. I have pasted. Okay, then I will click on open page. Then you will get the complete paper, not abstract. Okay, so you got your paper. You can download it from here and you can save. Okay, I will save it on a desktop. Okay, no problem. Now this is a paper. You can check here the content, whatever the content here given. Okay, so this is the abstract part. This is the abstract part. Okay, then after abstract, introduction. You can read this paper. I will share some research paper and review paper. I will also tell you what is the difference between research paper and review paper. Okay, so this is the introduction part from here to here. Okay, now next is the body part. Subheadings are there: functional foods, importance of food texture, impact of prebiotics. Okay, all these things are the body part of your manuscript or review paper. Impact of prebiotics. Okay, this thing. Okay, in this review paper, conclusion is in the form of final consideration. Okay, so you can write here final consideration or conclusion. Okay, after that you will write references like this. Okay, so this is the review paper. You can write here, and now I am going to discuss about the research paper. Who do not know about the research paper, now I am going to search. But you try to search a review paper. Okay, here I am just giving you a brief idea about research paper and review paper. This is a research paper. You can understand the basic difference between review paper and research paper. In a research paper, you will get the abstract, and after that you will get introduction part. Okay, this is the research paper. This is the abstract part of this paper. After that, introduction. Then material methods, means in in a review paper you are just a minute. In a particular journal, you people are linked with where we are submit a paper or else we need to submit. Okay, I'll tell you. Okay, no problem. Uh, so in a review paper, you discuss about the previous study, whatever the previous study have been done. You summarize all these studies in a same manner. Okay, but in a research paper you show your research. Okay, how you will show? First, whatever you have planned for your research, you will discuss about your methodology. Okay, in the part of material and methods, whatever the methodology you have used, you will discuss in a methodology part. Okay, after that you will show here results. Okay, whatever the results you got, you have to show here. These are the results you are seeing here. Okay, this is the result part. Okay, now last one is conclusion. In a result part you can discuss your research with others research. Okay, so you can put your results in a separate part, or you can put your research, your results with discussion part. You can mention your discussion in a separate way or with simultaneously. Okay, now last part is conclusion. Okay, what was the conclusion of your research? In the last you have to write references. Okay, this is the basic difference between review paper and research paper. Okay, I think you got the basic idea of review paper and research paper. Okay, is it clear? Okay, sure, I will provide you PPT which were discussed in a last session. Okay. Okay, in general case you have to search 100 papers approximately to write a review paper. Okay, if you will cite 100 paper, that will be a good review paper. Okay, if you get any problem during searching or writing a review paper, I'll tell you the things at that time. Okay, so no problem, start your start to search your research paper and try to write. If you are getting any problem, I'll solve it. Okay, I will share your list on which different topics are there. Okay, so we have finished this thing regarding the internship program. So you do it. Now in the last session something have been left due to a network issue or technical issue that was not possible after disconnecting. So I am sharing again. I will suggest you try to connect with your laptop, okay, if you have. This will be good to understand properly. Okay. uh, we were discussing about the types of biological databases accessible. Okay. So there are three databases: primary database, secondary database, composite database. Okay. So in a primary database we will talk about the nucleic acid and protein. Okay. In an so EMBL means European Molecular Biology Laboratory, that also contains nucleic acid and protein database. Next is gene bank. Next is DDBJ. You may note down the full name of DDBJ or EMBL. Please note down. DDBJ, DNA data bank of Japan. Okay. Next is Swiss prot. Next is TREMBL, transcription EMBL. Next is PIR, protein information resources. Okay. All these databases contain nucleic acid and proteins. Okay. Next is secondary database. Okay. And ProCite, PFAM, blocks and prints. All these databases comes under secondary database. You have to remember all these names: ProCite, PFAM. PFAM is protein family, prints protein fingerprints, and blocks, you know. Now last one is composite databases. Okay. In the composite databases, NRDB, natural resources database, and one is OWL, web ontology language. Okay. So you have to remember all these things, like a primary database, secondary database, and composite database. Okay. Now the international sequence database collaboration. Okay. DDBJ means DNA data bank of Japan. EMBL means European Molecular Biology Laboratory, and Gene Bank. All these three databases collaborate with each other. So you can search any nucleotide sequence or protein sequence or amino acid sequence from anyone. Okay. They all are linked with each other, all are accessible. Okay. It is Gene Bank. Gene Bank is the NIH genetic sequence database, an annotated collection of all publicly available DNA sequences. DDBJ, DNA data bank of Japan, began DNA data bank activities in earnest in 1986 at the National Institute of Genetics with the endorsement of Ministry of Education, Science, Sport and Culture. Center for Information Biology at NIG was recognized. as the Center for Information Biology and DNA Data Bank of Japan CIBDDBJ in 2001. The new center is to play a major role in carrying out research in information biology and to run DDBJ operation in the world. Okay, now we will go for the EMBL nucleotide sequence database. EMBL nucleotide sequence database, also known as EMBL bank, constitutes Europe's primary nucleotide sequence resource. Main source for DNA and RNA sequences are direct submissions from individual researchers, genome sequencing project, and patent applications. Okay, the database is produced in an international collaboration with GeneBank USA and the DNA based database of Japan. Okay. Now we will not discuss here about the data mining. Lot of scopes are for data mining. This is the different part away from the bioinformatics. So you can read if you know more about the data mining. I will discuss here in a very brief about the why data mining is required. You can read from here. I'm not going to discuss in a detail. Okay, that is very simple thing. Biology, language, and goals. A gene can be identified as a region of DNA. Everybody knows. Not a new thing. A genome is one haploid set of chromosome with the genes they contain. I already told you yesterday in the class. Okay, these are the very simple things. You know. Okay. So you can read all these things. I will share with you. Okay, all these things. Now this is important thing. Career prospect in bioinformatics. Okay, this is important thing. You may be a scientist, research associate after doing PhD or PG program like MTech, MSc. You can join scientist post or research associate. Generally, research associate post may avail a PhD person, but in some cases, if you have experience, then you can go and join research associate post and scientist post. For the professor, reader, and lecturer in a university college, you have to do PhD. Without PhD, it is not possible. According to the UGC 2022, PhD will be compulsory. Without PhD, you cannot join any university or college for the assistant professor or lecturer. Okay. Now next is technical executive in business and development. You can join. Now next one is data analyst in scientific organization and lab. Lot of scope of data analyst, data mining. You can join. Okay, lots of positions are available in an industry. Just like you search anything from e-commercial sites, they get your data, what you required, what you are searching. They will send you mail. Okay, they will give you temptation, and you will open your mail, and they will give you offer, and directly you will purchase that thing. So this is the business plan. Okay. Now next one is the Biosoft developer in IT industry. Okay, you can develop your software for the bioinformatics analysis. Okay, so this was the basics of bioinformatics. You learned well. Okay, so Yes, you have to complete your review paper before 2 or 3 days end of this session. Okay. Uh, so this was the lecture. Now we will start to search nucleic acid sequence from NCBI database. Okay, and how you will use DDBJ, how you will submit your sequence, we will study from the next day. Okay, so we have completed internship program. Today we have discussed how you will write a paper, review paper, and what is the difference between research paper and review paper. Okay, so we will meet tomorrow. Okay, for the next session that will be very interactive. Please join all. Okay, thank you very much all participants.